Everybody. Welcome back to the Joyful Money Podcast, the space where we rewrite your money mindset, expand what you believe is possible for you. We help you create abundance in your business, in your life, from a place of overflow, from a place of alignment, and from a place of ease, not from a place of scarcity. In today's episode, I think this is one that you really need to hear. It is called You Already Have What It Takes. Because let's be honest, how many times have you told yourself, I'll be ready once I gain more followers. I'll be ready once I sign more clients. Or maybe you've been thinking, oh, I need to get more certification. Or you think you'll be ready once you feel more confident. Here's the truth. You don't need to wait. You don't need to add more, do more, or become more. You already have everything you need inside of you right now to succeed. So, this conversation today, I'm going to show you why you already have what it takes and how to step into that belief. How to take aligned action today without waiting for permission, without waiting for proof, and without waiting for confidence to magically appear. By the end of today's episode, you will know exactly how to start moving from doubt and delay into clarity and momentum. Before we dive in, I just wanted to check in and see how has your summer been? I think we are now officially into the fall. I feel like the fall is one of my favorite seasons. I don't thrive very well with extremely hot weather. And so now I feel like the weather is cooling off. I enjoy my walks outside of my home. I love being in nature. I just hope that you are making the most of the weather wherever you are. And I hope that life is treating you well. Okay. There is this core belief that many people have that success comes from being more, or success comes from adding more certifications. Now, I certified through the Life Coach School, and I have seen many of my colleagues, even after the first certification, holding back from launching their businesses because they are thinking that they need more certification. In fact, I have so many of my colleagues who are now pursuing ICF certifications. And it got me thinking, why is it that after paying $21,000 for certification through the Life Coach School, why is it that some of these people are still thinking they need more certification? That's because deep down inside, their brain or their minds is trying to keep them safe. It's trying to keep them safe from rejection. It's trying to keep them safe from judgment of putting themselves out there. And that is why their brain keeps telling them that they need more. They need more certification. They need more courses. They need more programs. And maybe you're one of them. Maybe you have been taking courses and certifications, trying to get ready to launch your offer, trying to get ready to launch your program. But in my years of study, this is what I have discovered that when we were still in the caves as cavemen and women, being in a society or being in a community of people, like in tribes, that meant survival. We needed to be accepted in the tribe to survive. How? Because in those days, when there was threat from animals, for example, if you were in a tribe, your tribe will keep you safe. So, as humans, naturally, we want people to make us feel accepted. We want to feel like we belong. We do not like rejection. And so this is what I have discovered in the many years I have studied the human mind and neuroscience, that our brains will reject us beforehand so that we don't have to suffer the social rejection. So then how this plays out is let's say you've been thinking of launching a business. Your brain tells you you're not going to succeed. Your brain tells you you are an imposter. Your brain tells you you're not good enough because your brain thinks that's the best way to keep you safe from social rejection. Because if my brain already rejected me, then I do not have to suffer a social rejection because I don't even put myself out there. Okay. So I want you to see the dynamic of how your brain and your thinking keeps you playing small, keeps you from going boldly in the direction of your dreams. Now, I want you to realize that this isn't a malicious thing, right? Your brain isn't intentionally trying to sabotage you. Your brain thinks that it's actually doing you good by giving you all of those thoughts about imposter syndrome, about not being good enough. Your brain thinks that by keeping you small, it is saving you from the social rejection. So when you understand this, then you know that you need to use your prefrontal cortex to decide ahead of time and to lead your limbic brain. So the imposter syndrome, the not feeling good enough, it usually comes from the limbic brain. I call this the toddler brain. That's the part of our brain that is located at the back. That's the part of our brain that is similar to many other animals in the wild. That's the part of our brain responsible for fight or flight. So we need to use the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is in front of our heads here. And we've evolved as humans to develop the prefrontal cortex. So if as a human being, you want to get to the next level, you want to attain the next level, you need to learn the skill of using your prefrontal cortex to guide your limbic brain. That's how you will make progress. That's how you will become comfortable in uncomfortable situation. You become comfortable in putting yourself in situations where you are not comfortable in, which is where growth happens, right? Because if growth happens where you're comfortable, then everybody will be successful. The reason why not everyone is successful is because not everybody is comfortable putting themselves in uncomfortable situations where they can be judged, where people can criticize them, where it's going to feel like you don't know what you're doing. Nobody wants to look stupid, right? But many times, as I have studied successful people, they are the people that were willing to do uncomfortable things. The other day, I was studying the life of J.K. Rowling. She's the lady that wrote the Harry Potter series. Did you know that when she was going to publishers to give her manuscript, she was rejected so many times? She heard no from so many people, but she kept going. She kept going. She kept knocking on doors. And now she's this popular international writer. She wrote the Harry Potter series. So I want you to understand that all of the successful people that we love today, all of them have found a way to be comfortable not knowing what you're doing, right? Because that's how we learn. Nobody started their lives with the exact blueprint for success. I don't believe so. The successful people we admire, they've had to learn. They've had to be uncomfortable with not knowing. They had to muster the courage to put themselves out there, even through the learning process. So I don't want you to keep waiting until you feel ready. I don't want you to keep waiting until you think you have everything it takes. Because here's the thing, you already have what it takes. Yes, you already have what it takes. You only need to believe that that is true. Okay, I'm going to give you some proof that you are already ready. So let's look at the skills you have today. Do you think that there are people in the world right now that you are at least one or two steps ahead of them? Do you think? Do you think that you have experience based off of your personal story or your unique expertise or experience? Do you think that they are I want to bet you that there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Bear in mind that there are how many billions do we have in the world? Is it 8.2 billion in the world of humans? Of those people, do you think that there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that could use your help right now? I want you to think about very intentionally. The answer to that question is yes. I can bet my last dollar that there are people in the world right now that you are at least one or two steps ahead, that you can help them with your current skills, expertise, and experience. Like without buying another book. I have. When I'm talking about books, I look at my library. I have so many books. Many of them I haven't read because I've been busy. But even without reading one more book, I can bet my last dollar that there are so many people in the world that you can help right now, that you can build a business around to help you step into that next level. But somehow your brain has convinced you that you're not ready yet. So, how do I want to help you to make progress? The reason is because in the last month or couple of months, I have had so many conversations with women, and many of them painfully, painfully for me, because when I watch people living below their potential, it really hurts me. I've come to discover that I am such an empath. I want the world to be a better place. I want everybody to be living at their fullest potential. And many times that means having as much success as you want to have. And when I have had these conversations with women, many of them have the zeal or the desire to create something special. But somehow their brains have convinced them that they're not good enough. Their brains have told them that they need extra, they need more. And for many of those conversations, like we had on one Zoom call, I almost wanted to jump into the person's house and shake them and say, "Do you know how valuable the skills you have are in the marketplace?" And sadly, many people are living below their potential because they've bought into the narrative that they need more. We had a sales call with someone the other day, and after that sales call, I was bawling my eyes out. And how why I was bawling my eyes out was because this amazing human being, she's based in the UK, she's a teacher, she has a heart to serve people, and she currently has a tutoring business that she wants to grow bigger because right now she's tutoring people one-on-one. And she wanted me to help her to scale her business. And so I was giving her ideas, and one of the ideas was you need to run monthly workshops, exactly how I do now. And she just told me, she's like, Joy, I don't think I have the kind of skill and expertise and charisma as you have. And she said, I wish I was just like you. When she said that, it broke my heart because at least 3 or 5 years ago, you wouldn't see me online, right? Because I had this imposter syndrome that I didn't have what it takes. And so I could see myself in her. I knew exactly what she thought and how she was feeling. And it really broke my heart to think, how can the lies we tell ourselves become so believable that someone is living below their potential when that potential has been put there by God, right? The reason you have this desire to create success is because it is possible for you. If it was never possible, you wouldn't have the desire. That's what I have learned in my years of doing the work I do now, that your desires are the compass to your North Star. And so there are many people in your current situation. Let's say you have a 9 to 5 job. Um, there are many people with the exact same job you have right now who are perfectly satisfied, who are perfectly content. There is a reason why you want more. The reason why you want more is because it is possible for you. Whatever more means for you, it means it is possible for you. That's why you have that desire. And that's why I always say, let your desire be the compass to the future success you desire. Let your desire be that compass. Follow that desire, follow that gut feeling. And so I want to encourage you today to realize that you have what it takes already. You do not need more certification. In fact, you do not need any certification. The reason I say that is because, like I said, I went through the life coach school. I know so many people who have done nothing with their certification. So if certification was the answer, then those people will have successful businesses, right? So I want you to know that you do not need any certification. If you have the desire to help people, you already have what it takes. Just follow your dreams, and obviously you need to do the meta work, like the mental work, to become that person, because you need to become before you have. So you need to do the mental work to become that person who is able to run a successful business, or who is able to create a kind of life they want. So I want to give you practical steps to help you activate your power, because the power already lies inside of you. So I'm going to give you a framework. I call it my IST framework. I means for you to inventory your wins. If you're driving, don't do this now, okay? When you get home or in your office, I want you to write down 20 things that you have accomplished. 20 things you have accomplished, big or small. I want you to write it down in your journal. Then the S in my framework is to shift the story. I want you to replace I am not ready with I am serving as I grow. I am learning as I grow. The more I serve, the more I grow. So replace I am not ready with I am learning and serving as I grow. You could also replace it with I have exactly what it takes to help somebody right now. And then the last part of my framework is the T, is to take micro action. Take micro action. Don't wait to take the big action. Take micro action. And how do you take micro action? You sell to one person. You attend networking events. You tell people what you do. You post, you post on socials. You host one workshop. So I remember in one of my live workshops, I asked the attendees, go right now in the chat. I want you to commit to your next workshop. Tell me the date, okay? And I want to keep you accountable. Send me a DM on Instagram and say, Joy, I listened to this podcast. I want you to keep me accountable. I'm gonna host my first workshop on October 1st, for example. So commit and just start taking micro action. Because when you take action, that is when confidence comes. Many people wait for confidence, but confidence only comes from taking action. Okay? So take action first, and then confidence will come. When you believe you already have what it takes, you naturally attract more. Okay, I want to tell you this. You don't need to be anyone else. You don't need to add more certifications. You don't need to wait until next year. So we are just entering into September. So we are just I'm looking at the date on my computer. We are just a few days out from October. I know many of you will be thinking, oh, I'm going to wait until the new year to start. No, 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 no. You're starting now. You're gaining momentum now. Do not wait for the new year. Do not wait until you feel ready. Okay, so here's what I want you to take away from today. You don't have to wait to be ready because you already are. The confidence, the clarity, the creativity, the resilience, all of that is already within you. Success comes from taking action. It doesn't come from getting something outside of yourself. It comes from activating what's already inside of you. So next time that little voice tells you you're not enough, I want you to repeat this. I already have what it takes. Say it with me. I already have what it takes. I want you to say that again and again until it feels real in your body because it is real. You just need to believe that. And if you're ready to put this into practice, if you're ready to step into your next level, if you're ready to create consistent income, if you're ready to elevate your income to the next level, I would love to support you. I want you to send me a DM. Let's have a private one on one conversation, and I'm going to tell you how I can help you with support and accountability so that you reach your goals. So many people that set goals at the beginning of this year, they haven't taken any action. Why? Because there's been no accountability. You haven't had the systems and the structure to ensure that you take action in a consistent way to get you the results you want. So if you're stuck at the same income level, if you're feeling like you don't feel fulfilled inside of you, if you feel like you're ready for the next level, I want to invite you, send me a DM. I'm going to send you my calendar booking link because now I don't publicly advertise my calendar booking link because I only work with specific groups of people. Okay. I want to make sure that we are right for each other and I will help you take you to the next level. If you're watching on YouTube, I want you to go to the playlist, my testimonial playlist. I want you to see testimonials from real people saying what it felt like for them to work with me. Okay, so go watch actual client testimonials. I am all about helping you step into the next level, and I truly believe that you can end this year 2025 with huge momentum. Okay, even if you haven't made the kind of money you thought you could make, I want to tell you these October, November, we have 3 months. The last 3 months of 2025, you can make incredible progress in your life, in your business, in your career too. If you're ready for that, send me a DM and let's chat. Thank you so much, as always, for all of your feedback on Instagram. Tell me your feedback. What this episode has stirred up for you, because my ultimate goal is for you to make progress. Every single time you listen to these podcast episodes, I want you to be making progress in your life. Thank you so much, and I'll see you back here in the next episode. Hey, very quickly before you go, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending time with me today. I hope today's episode gave you something powerful to add to your business toolbox, something you can come back to anytime you need a little extra motivation in your business. If you loved today's episode, the best way you can support me and the show is to leave me a review and also to share this with an incredible businesswoman like yourself. And if you're ready to create consistent 10K months with ease and alignment, I invite you to apply to join my 6 months mastermind. Visit johnnyroland.com to book your free complimentary discovery call. I cannot wait to help you step into your next level. Until next time, stay aligned, stay confident, and keep creating joyful money. Bye for now.